At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Punter Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. On the ground again with Dowdle. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Allen's going to throw. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On the counter, Dowdle. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
2nd down now, Allen. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. That's Cam Taylor, Britt on the blitz. 5 sacks in that win last week, and now they've got one here.
We usually spend a lot of time talking about stacking positives offensively, building momentum, advancing that ball forward. Well, that's now back-to-back plays. This defense has done a heck of a job unstacking.
They're in long for him here. Caught into the hands of Fryermuth. There's the tackle, but the damage already done. Give him about 23 on that play. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen looking. Has him on the quick hitter. The Colts pick it up, and they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This defense has sure decided that they're going to be the star of the show, at least here from the jump. One series in, they've delivered the first game-changing play, but I am talking about one thunderous collision.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go again with Taylor. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And it's going to be 1st down to Indianapolis.
You know what I love about that run? Even though he got the game ball last week in a huge breakout game for him, he's showing you the determination isn't just about 1 week. He's putting his head down and going.
His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocked down that runner.
Rolling on seconds. Here's Allen. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. And a Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. So that was an exciting first quarter, but not the cleanest. A couple of early turnovers. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Dowdle has the Pittsburgh touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Boswell on to send this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Jones to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Straight ahead with Taylor. He's got to gain a 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. So out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 7 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Second down now. It's Jones. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Jones. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete. Defense forces 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. That's taken on the 7. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends him backwards to the 4. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Here's Dowdle again. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Akeem Davis-Gaither making that play.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. This is Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The return begins on their side of midfield. Jukes away from one. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now with Jones. It's downfield. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Indianapolis.
Taylor trying the left side. And he's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. This one's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd of the year. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. That ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. There's the give to Dowdle. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
We'll go play action with Allen. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that is good for Pittsburgh. 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the defender finally gets there, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, Dowdle. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down. The Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Fowler off the play fake. He's got it near the 8. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
1st and goal. Here's Dowdle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Colts 6-yard line.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. Aller throwing. Makes the catch. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly. Timeout Indianapolis. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. He's keeping it, gotta get it forward. And he's in for the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. The Colts have it. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Jones. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He steps across the sideline, so it's a gain just shy of 30. Great work there. And that is a Colts first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Down the field. He's got Pierce. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. They can try for some points going into the break.
19 yards. And the Colts.
The Colts are going to turn to their kicker, Spencer Schrader, for the field goal try. It is a 44-yard look from the right half. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell, we kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Jones now to throw. And give him close to 7 before the defense can drive him out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Colts.
Taylor again. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Jones looking to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Trying it left side. Dowdle. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Boswell to add the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Steelers 20, Colts 10. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Gould on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. On the ground first, it's a give to Taylor. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Taylor now up the middle. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Taylor trying to run for this first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Look at that power, deep left side. Brought in, inside the 20. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
Andrew Ogletree. A gain of 46 yards on the play. And the Colts first down.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. From the red zone now. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
He brings it in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing here, Jones. Once more into the hands of Taylor. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th of the year, 2nd in this game. Setting up to try the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they trail by 3. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Offense to the line fast.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground again with Dowdle. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Offense in the hurry up here.
Yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. Third and 4 coming up now. Aller to the air. And he can't hang on as he gets hit trying to make that catch. Stroud's going to force 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake, Jones. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. All right, so trailing right now, looking at the scoreboard block. Can't afford to be too picky, but it did look like getting rid of that football was the right call there.
Yeah, you live to play another day. Now the key is you've got to take advantage of this day to come.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. And plenty of wind on the field to add distance to this kick. It's away, and not a great kick, angling right toward the sideline. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. No one's around him. He's got space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
And that kick's no good. He missed on it. Might not matter, though. We've got a flag down, so let's see. They could get another try at this. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So with the lead at the moment, they'll just go ahead and take the try from the 10. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through. No problem.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Colts 17.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense empty in the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's batted away up front. His throw doesn't even get beyond the line. Thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
Sometimes I scratch my head with 4th down decisions. Not here. This is 4-down territory for them, regardless of how much time left or where they're at on the field. You're down 2 scores. They've got to find 2 more possessions in this drive. It's got to end in points. It's got to end in a hurry.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. A costly penalty flag there as that turns 4th down into 1st and 10. Here's Jones to throw. And the concentration lapses continue for him as he drops another. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Jones. Yeah, defensive pressure messes up that release. Pass falls to the ground. It is incomplete. It's third down.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw here, third down. Jones is hit, he fumbles it. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And from where that fumble came, Brock, there's zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. The inside give to Dowdle. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown Steelers. Rico Dowdle gets another here in the fourth. Boswell to add the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 3-possession game.
Colts 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, first and 10. Running right, this is Taylor. We'll call this a modest game here, Brock. About 3 yards, second down coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing on second, Jones. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. Oh, Brock, he's had to wait and wait to even be targeted in this game. And he's going to have to keep waiting now to see that first catch.
You know who will not be waiting? The critics after this one. You have got to get your tight end involved. Find a way somehow to get him the ball.
Pistol now for Jones. And they get him down after a gain of 10, but great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Colts.
And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Colts hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Jones. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. And it just seems, Brock, like this punishment is not going to end until that clock runs out. It has been a lot of plays just like that one that have led them here.
You know what's funny, too, Kate, as you say that? I can still feel soreness in my neck, in my ribs, in my back after games like this where you just get hit a bunch.
And he's going to be taken down back to the 39. Ross got to him again. The The 2 for him in this game. That doubles his season total. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Richardson now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
I can imagine the more vocal guys on that defense, especially linebacker safety, reminding the guys, hey, listen, nothing behind us. And when we get a chance to knock it down, one-on-one, we got to win these contested plays as they just did.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. Again he hits the second level. And he's finally taken down at the 3. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Point after from Boswell, he's up and good. And that makes this a 24-point ball game.
Steelers 41, Colts 17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now Richardson to throw. And that hit pops the catch free. That's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Straight ahead with Taylor. Good bit of running there, kicking that outside. This is going to be a gain of 8. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 32.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
It's downfield. He's got it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Just about done here. Only 9 seconds remaining. The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the Steelers get to it. Hits the 20. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number one, make the recovery, or number two, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Well, Brock.